Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about an interesting topic. We're going to talk about present perfect. Now, some people get intimidated by present perfect for some reason, but present perfect is in reality a very simple concept. Um, let's make a sentence and try to analyze that sentence. All right, let's say I have studied English. If you remember from other videos, I explained that every sentence in English is usually divided into three parts. The first part of the sentence represents the subject. The second part of the sentence represents the action, or the verbs if you want to call it that. And the last part of the sentence represents the object. In the case of present perfect, you will notice that there are two verbs. The verb to have, which will represent my auxiliary verb. And in this case, we're going to use the verb to study, which is going to be the main verb. The verb to have will be in the simple present form, while the main verb is going to be in the past participle form. If you're not familiar with past participle, there's another video that I made on past participle. So if you want to, you can stop this video right now, go watch that other video, and then come back to this. So essentially, this is the structure of a sentence in present perfect. You will have a subject, then your action that will be divided into the verb to have in simple present and a verb, the action that you want to talk about, but this time in past participle. And then you will complement your sentence with an object or a description of the action or any other complement you would like to have in your sentence. Now, in what situations do we use present perfect? Well, there's a lot of situations for you to use present perfect, but in this video we're going to only analyze two, which I think cover the majority of the situations, the majority of the possibilities for present perfect. The first situation is past experience. Okay? One of the beautiful things about present perfect is that present perfect is not specific about the time and the time and the number of repetitions of the action. So when you say something in present perfect, you don't have to talk about when you did it or how many times you did it. You simply talk about it because you want to express that this is part of your experience in your life. So say for example that in your life you like to travel and you have visited different countries and you want to mention one of the countries that you have visited. So you could say, I have been to Italy. All right. So this sentence, what it's doing is talking about a past experience that you have. It's not being specific about the time. It's not being specific about the repetition. I don't know how many times you went to Italy. The only thing that I know is that you have the experience of going to Italy. The second situation is the situation that people get confused with the most. And it's a situation that I call past and future or let's call it past future situation. Okay? And what past future situation is you will find that sometimes you want to talk about you want to talk about actions that include the past and the future. Let me give you an example. Let's say that I'm going to bring a calendar for this example. Okay, so let's say that right now this is the 14th of the month. So we are on the 14th of the month. And I want to ask a question. I have a friend and I want to ask her if she went to work this month. So I want to know if she went to work on the first, the second, the third, and for the part of the month that is over, I want to know if she went to work. So a possible question that you might ask is, did you go to work this month? All right. If you take a moment to analyze this question, you will see that there's a problem with the question. All right. Let's see if we can see the problem. The first part of the question is, did you go to work? Right? This part of the question is talking about a past activity. Did you go to work? But then I say this month. Now, this month is not over. I have some of the month in the past, but there's another part of the month that is in the future. Yeah, 15, 16, all of this part, like this entire part of the month, is in the future. So we have a problem here. We have a simple past question mixed with a past and future expression. So this sentence is actually incorrect. I should not say, did you go to work this month? What I have to do is I would have to substitute the simple past question and transform it into present perfect. So the question really should be, have you gone to work this month? Now, with this new question, I am talking about the activities of the past, but I am also opening the situation for the future. Have you gone to work this month includes all of this time of the past and all of this time of the future. All right? Okay. So you see, we can use present perfect to talk about past experience and past future situation. Now let's talk about how we transform present perfect into negative and well, into negative, because you can see already here the question form. All right. If I repeat the same sentence that we had, which was I have been to Italy, you will see that it's possible to transform this sentence into negative by including not in the sentence. Now, normally we include another auxiliary for a sentence. We say do, or for example, in negative we would say do not. But here we have an auxiliary, the auxiliary have. So there's no necessity for me to include do. I simply include not in combination with the verb to have. So I would say, I have not been to Italy. Okay? Now, obviously, we have the option of contraction. But in this case, we have two possibilities. We can contract the subject and the verb, or we can contract the verb and the negative. So I could say, I've not been to Italy, all right? Or I could say, I haven't been to Italy. Yeah, these are my two options. Never contract the two, but you have the option of contracting this or contracting this side. All right? Well, guys, that's everything you need to know about present perfect for now.